All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and introduce Morgan here, and we're gonna go ahead and show you this. It's probably like a 5 second intro. This is really cool. I'm really excited about showing this off. Whoa, that was cool. All right, guys. What's going on? What's going on, Morgan?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Good. We're good. We're good. All right, guys. So this is Morgan, Twitch streamer, content creator, emo artist, and gamer as well. So thank you. First and foremost, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us and um chat with us about all things that you do on your channel, emote creation and video games. So I appreciate you taking the time out.
No, thank you for reaching me out and taking your time to do this to
Yeah,
put some
absolutely.
artists out there because it's not easy sometimes.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, my whole goal of the interview was like, in general, right, is for the content creation side, whether it's video games, you name it, emotes. It's like I want to bring people that work hard and whatnot to like the forefront, right? Get them
Mm.
that exposure that maybe they don't always see. I'm obviously not a big channel like that, right? But I think even if it's just my community, and even if it's just my community that gets to learn about you and everyone else, I really appreciate that. So thank you so much for doing that. Can you kind of give just a brief overview of what you do on your channel, and so people that haven't been there before, what they can expect?
I think they can't expect anything because I just like to do a little bit of everything. I'm very high energy, but because recently I just have a surgery, I'm I'm still in recovery, but I'm still to like come back slow. I cannot be sitting for a long time, so I'm just like doing short streams and way hopefully in 1 month I will be good to come back fully. But I play any type of game that I feel like. I play shooters, I play scary games, I play like um, group games, like not group game, but like game that you can play with friends because that's why I stream because I want to play with friends.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And like it's what I love the most. And sometimes you will see some weird stuff. Yes, I'm loud because hello, I'm Puerto Rican. It's by default. People like to watch my channel because they say because I rage a lot in game. So they like to watch me suffer. But as long as they happy, that's what it matters.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, ham cakes, man, thank you so much for the resub, man. 13 months going strong, bro. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, no, that's awesome. And what's funny is like, when I was kind of going through your channel and I was pulling some clips, like I will say that is the one thing I caught on was the raging that you do is pretty funny, and because it's funny because that's how I am. Like you can ask anyone. I mean, that's how a lot of people are, right? That are competitive. But yeah, at the end of the day, like uh I play games for the same exact reasons, which is uh to play with people. Like I keep telling myself like one day I'm gonna play a game and do a walkthrough and just play by myself, and then it's like shit, no, I'm gonna go play Apex, or I'm gonna, you know what I mean, like it's just so much more fun
Yeah.
with people. So that's it's definitely just a much better time, especially when you're streaming. It's kind of hard to just talk to chat sometimes, like you want to talk to people around you. So
Mhm.
so that's awesome. So that's a really good overview of what to expect when people are visiting your channel. So let's see here. So backtracking, right? So where are you originally from? Are you originally from Puerto Rico?
I'm originally from Puerto Rico. I was born there and I lived there for 24 years. And I moved to the United States like 7 years ago.
Okay.
But right now I'm in California. Oh my God, no, Virginia.
Whoa.
Like,
How'd you
oh,
get both of those confused? You
I don't
wish you're in
know.
California, probably, maybe.
I'm gonna miss TwitchCon. That's why.
Oh, TwitchCon, yeah, I
Yeah.
would have loved to be able to go that. It's definitely tough with them canceling it, but it's it's a good thing, right? It's a smart thing that they're doing it. Hopefully next
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
hopefully next year they move it up dates. I think that'd be really cool. Have you been back recently?
My last time there was 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Do you miss it?
expensive. I feel okay. I'm gonna be honest. I miss my family and I miss my friends, but I felt like when I go there, like I went there and after like
Yeah,
3 days, I wanted to come back
buddy.
because I'm used to living here. It's more like the internet there sucks. And it's like I'm used to doing stuff here, right? So I'm like used to this like having AC in Puerto Rico. I don't have AC, so I'm like dying because it's really hot.
Oh, I can
But
imagine. Yeah, yeah.
I do like to go just for the food and my family and friends.
So talking about some of the emails that you do. So let me so this is a quick snapshot that you had sent me, right? Of some of your work at the end of the day. Oh, it's on loop. So it's probably gonna keep doing that. So this is very cool. So first thing that sticks out to me, of course, uh I really like Apex, so I like the lifeline like right
I
away.
love that was the last like the most recent one I have done. So I'm in love with like that set because I did by set. So he actually asked for 5 of them. So
Okay.
it's
Yes,
one of my
yeah. Lifeline, Wraith, Caustic. Yeah, I love those. So, would you say like your style is pretty consistent, like from emo to emo, or do you have some that just look really different, or does it kind of all depend on what the person wants?
it depends. Like some of them, like for example, the animals that you see there, like the raccoon and the horse, like it's the first time I ever done because I have never done like animals. So it's challenging. I like challenge. So
Hmm.
I told them like, hey, I accept the challenge. I have never done animals before, but I will try, you know.
Yeah.
And they like, you know, I'm impressed. Like I was like, okay, then I get it. It looks good. Like, you know, like but it actually depends. Some people like will send me reference like, hey, can it looks like this? Or like, hey, just be creative, be you. Like all I ask is this. Um like I have people that are very specifics and others that's just like, hey, I just leave it up to you. You do whatever you want. This is what I want. Like I want like a Lul emote or like a puggers, and then just be you. Be creative. So
Yeah.
it all depends.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, um, emotes and how did you get into emote creation? Like, did you um is your background in art? Like, are you normally an artist, or is this just a hobby? Or kind of tell me a little bit about that.
So I've been doing emotes for like a year now. I do not have any artist background. I did not go to school for art or anything. I did used to do cosplay. So I cosplay for 10 years and that was my stress relief like thing to do, right? So once I quit doing cosplay, I feel like I needed something art related to you know like release stress, to relax. And I love drawing. Like I'm not the best at drawing, but you know, I was like, you know what? I can make I can use my talent to make some extra income because where I live I don't have family. So I'm basically by myself here. So I'm like if something happens, you know, like it's rough. So I started like with close friends. Like close friends were like, "Hey, yeah, I will pay you for do my emotes," and people actually started liking it. And I was like, "Okay, I guess this is working." You know, like I guess I can use it to get better um, drawing because before I used to draw since I was like in 4th grade, but it was more drawing because I wanted to be a fashion designer. So it was
Okay.
more like fashion design drawing. Then I went into anime and I was like, oh, this is cool. I want to like, you know, draw anime. And then I stopped drawing, but then I would sketch stuff for my cosplays.
Hmm.
And yeah, like after I started cosplay, I said stop drawing, but then I came back recently, which is a year,
Yeah.
and it's been working out. So I love it.
That's cool. See, I've always like it's funny because I feel like there's people that just can naturally draw and are naturally like artistic that don't necessarily have like the background or the schooling for it. And it's just crazy. Like I'll come across friends that will draw and I'll be like, "Did you draw that?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why don't you draw for a living?" You know, like so it's an interesting like hobby to have that people don't necessarily go to school or have a background for. I mean, I look at the emotes and I've seen some of the work, like, I would have thought you went to school for that, like, you have that background, that's something you do, so that's very cool, and it makes sense, like, you mentioned how you wanna be a fashion designer, and then you got into cosplay, so I don't, I wish I had some cosplay, photos that we can share. Do you still do that or just
Oh
you don't do
yeah,
it?
no, I do have like pictures. There's some a couple of pictures. I recently posted one on Twitter. Um, I did it for 10 years. So yes, I still have my cosplay Instagram page because I have so many memories. I don't want to close it, but I
Yeah,
haven't done it in a long time. I miss it. Don't get me wrong, but it's really expensive. So I have
uh
my priorities now, like, I need to take care and I pay bills and all this stuff, so it's not easy.
yeah. Do you do art outside of emotes? Like, do you, I don't know. Do you like any paintings on the side or anything like that, or is it mainly emos that you kind of draw up?
Um, I it depends. Sometimes I do more like sketches, and I did one of my drawing for one of my merch actually. So I did my some of my merch as well,
Uh,
and like other stuff like panels and stuff like that. But like being like an artist, because I'm gonna be honest, I suck at doing anatomy. If you ask me to do a body and feet and hands, F I can't do it. But yeah, I wanna
That's
get
good.
better so I can do it more.
Yeah, that's funny. One of my friends in the chat said, Banksy likes to cosplay as Joe Exotic. So I did like a subathon recently, and it's maybe like 2 months ago now. And one of the things I did was if I hit a certain amount of subs, I'll dress up as Joe Exotic. So that's the only time I've ever really done any sort of cosplay,
Mm.
and they love still bringing it up, so that's good, that's good. Cool, so let me see here, so what did you originally join Twitch for gaming, or did you join Twitch to well, I guess say did you originally start streaming gaming only, or was it emotes, or was it a mixture of both?
It is funny because I actually started as a cosplay maker. So I would do my cosplays in stream. And after that, I had to like stop doing cosplay for like personal reasons, and I was like, what do I do? Like, like I want to keep like streaming because it keep my head busy. Like I feel that connected to my chat, and it's like company, like
Yeah,
when you don't have family living close, it's really hard. And like, yeah, I have my friends here, but um most of them are not gamers. So this is the way I used to like connect with people that had actually my same interest. And then after that, I was like out for like a couple of months, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stream video games. Even it's just like League of Legends, it's free, it doesn't cost anything. And I got motivated because when I tried to come back, I saw that I had the affiliation on the corner, and I was like, what, I got affiliated and I didn't know, like I can make money like streaming, this is cool. Like, and then I went to video games, and then I did video game for like a while. And then the emote streaming is more when I want to chill,
mhm,
or when I just want to relax and talk to my chat, because it's that moment's the best, because I'm just like, drawing, and people are just watching. Some people tell me like, hey, I didn't know you have this talent, or like this relax me, like what you do art relax me and I actually enjoy it, like can you do it more?
yeah,
And so I started doing it more, and that's how I get more commissions too. Like even people that have been following me for a long time, they know that I drew, and then one day they post like, "Wow, do you draw? Like, can you make my emotes?" So yeah, and then I was like, okay, I can keep like doing this if you guys enjoy it. I don't care. I like doing it, and it's just chillaxing. So when I'm like feeling like I don't want to get triggered in games
Yeah,
or rage, I just want to chill. So I draw emotes. Of course, if I had commissions too.
yeah, that's awesome.
Otherwise,
I guess I didn't really think about that, right? Like, it's a good way to like you meet people in the gaming community, you build your own, community and you friends, and then that could potentially segue into more work for you in the long run too. So I think that's
yeah.
awesome. How long would you say an emote takes to make? Like one single emote takes?
It depends. If I'm streaming, it's take longer than it should because I'm like stop and I'm like talk to the chat and then I go back. I do one line and I get like distracted and let's start like looking this way and then I go back to the chat and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, but it depends like what like complicity, if is that the correct word. I'm sorry, my accent and my dictionary in the English, sometimes my
It's
English accent
Spanglish.
breaks.
It's
Okay,
Spanglish. It's all right.
I need, yes, I need to install my new update in my brain. But if I'm not streaming, it's faster obviously. But I would say like I think 1 hour per remote.
1 hour per emote. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say because one of the ones I watched, I probably maybe I'd say the stream maybe like an hour or two of the beginning was emotes, and then the rest was Valorant or something like that. And in the first part, I think I saw you work on like 3 different emotes, but I didn't see any. I didn't see you finish any of them. So I was like, huh, like I didn't know if that was like a tactic to kind of go like hop around, or if there's a purpose for that. So it's just
So
it's the chat distracting you.
no, like sometimes like what I do is like I will use one chill stream to like if I have more than 5 emotes, I would do one stream only doing sketches. Like so I would do only one sketch in one stream, and the next stream I would do the line art, and then the next stream I would do the paint. So like I break it in streams so I can have more content, like because I know if I do it like one the whole thing in one stream, I would not have like drawing or art stream for the couple like next days. Sometimes I will be like, you know what, my hands is hurting. I need to take a break because been zero having been having wrist pain. So if I'm like drawing for a long time, it start hurting and I need to take a break. So I would just jump into a game or something.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Um, so let me see. So right now, so just I was gonna say, what's the best way for someone to contact you, right? So like in the chat, like it has your Twitter, your Twitch, and your website. If someone wanted to commission you to do work, how what's the easiest way, or what's the best way to do that? Is it through your website or?
So my best way, honestly, it will be through Twitter. You can actually use my like www.morrigan.com. Go there, check me out. No, but um if you use that the contact from there, it's just gonna send you like straight to my email. And I kind of hate email to be honest, but
Yeah, no,
because
I'm
I
with you
think
there.
like Twitter is more like it feel more like you have more connection because you're chatting, and email you just have to wait like hey yeah, and then a day later like hey what's up, like
Yeah.
so I would say Twitter or Instagram is fine.
Okay. Awesome. So let me ask you this: so when someone comes to you and they give you an idea, and obviously some people are like probably really bad at describing what they want at the end of the day, right? So where do you kind of draw that inspiration from? Like if they just say, "Oh, I want Lifeline," okay, what Lifeline do you want? I can make Lifeline 10 different ways, right? Where do you kind of get that inspiration from to draw her and you know get creative? I guess you.
I do have some specific rules when it comes to commissions. So I give them the link to my Trello, which is where you can see um who, like, how many people I have in line, whose sketches are done, like who I'm working on recently, and all the work that I have done. So I always tell them like, hey, can you please go read the rules, and if you accept them, then yes, we can proceed to work. But make sure to read the
Yeah,
rules. So it says there
buddy.
like all the info you need to know, like what do I accept, what do I not accept, like what kind of info I
Yeah,
need. Like I need
buddy.
it to be as most specific as possible. And people will come like, hey, can I have like lifeline, like happy, like hugging a heart or saying hi. Other people will be like, hey, this is what I need. Just be creative. I believe in you. I trust you.
Yeah.
Or some people will come like, hey, this is what I want. Like, I want her to look like this and say this here and these colors. Like, it's different. Like, some people don't care. Some people like give me like, like decent amount of details, and others like just go like over. Like,
What
I
what
want
what do
this,
you
this.
prefer? Do you like when someone gives you like a lot of detail and they're for sure, or do you like when they kind of give you like creative freedom?
Um, it depends what my muse is. If my muse is not here, I can't do anything. I will be blocked, but I like when they give me like at least like, hey, this is like what I want and this is what I want it to look like. So I'll be
Yeah,
okay. Because I
buddy.
know that at the end I will come back with a sketch and they will love it, or they would not make me change it
Yeah.
after I did like a sketch. Because that's the thing, like for me, like I do the sketch first, I show it to you. If you like it, then you have to send me the payment. Otherwise, I'm not gonna go further than that. Because I have some bad experience before, and I was like, yeah, I need to do this a little bit different. So
I can imagine, yeah. Especially like in this kind of uh environment like gaming and whatnot, sometimes you probably come across a lot of probably kids sometimes like that may not necessarily take you completely serious. So you
yeah,
definitely gotta protect yourself, right?
yep.
Um, okay, cool. Have you ever had to say no? Like, has anyone ever gave you some ideas that you're like, I don't want to work with you, or I can't draw that?
Um, I have never had to say no because in one of my rules it says this is what I don't draw. So meaning if they read the rules, they know that they cannot come to me asking for those things. But I have people ask me, like I said before, for animals, like, hey, can you make a raccoon? And I'm like, I have never done a raccoon, so I can try, but I don't promise anything. I can do like a sketch. If you like it, we can proceed. If you don't, then I'm so sorry. I am not the person you're looking for. But I can help you look for people because I have connections.
Yeah,
At the end they end up liking it. So
yeah.
it's really interesting.
For you and your community and kind of like I know you game as well outside of emotes, but the artists, I guess, community, like do people know each other? Do, like who are the big artists? Like is it a pretty tight knit community?
I honestly I am not as much into art community anymore like I used to be when I was um doing cosplay. It was really nice. Meanwhile, I was like doing the art community. I met a lot of nice people and like very supportive people. But like once I stopped doing cosplay, it was sad that they stopped coming to my channel. So I was like, I respect like the only thing they just want to see is art. So, but I still try to support them because for me, I don't look much as what you stream. Like it can be a game that I hate, but if I like you and I wanted to support you, I will watch you no matter what. Because that's what support means, like
Hmm.
I'm not the type of person that it will come to a stream. It's just like, oh, it's playing this game. I'm not gonna, stick around because I hate this game. Hey, I just go there because I want to talk to you. I want to, see you like enjoy the game, like having a good day, like chat with you, have a conversation with you. So that's, I think I'm more in the community of the gaming side right now.
Okay.
Because, like I say, like art for me right now is just a part time, like side gig.
Yeah. Buddy.
That makes perfect sense. Cool. So okay, so we're gonna play a clip. I don't have video editing skills, so this is gonna be about 3 or 4 videos of you playing games. These are gonna be some funny clips, guys. So I'm gonna play these unless let's see.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Oh well.
What happened?
Alright.
Oh my god, this fight.
What happened? What happened? Did you like see a spider or something?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I love that he knew that it was a spider.
That's fine. Where is it on the keyboard?
I don't know where to go. Where the fuck did it go?
It's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a...
Oh, this is my favorite.
That one's so good.
That's one of my best hiding spot in Kings Canyon.
What the fuck? My God.
Oh no!
Whoops.
Nobody saw that.
I saw it.
What would have been hilarious if his Jasmine was behind her naked, like just changing. Like,
Okay, I'll be back, guys.
and she's just
Those are really good. Out of all the emotes that you've drawn up to this point, what would you say is your favorite one?
Oh my gosh. This are hard. I would say Lifeline because Lifeline is my main in Apex.
Oh, Lifeline main.
So I love her. And I think, you know what? I would say the Chancla because it was my first emote I ever done and for my channel. And it's been there for over like 3 years. I don't know. I feel a connection. I feel like, like everybody feels so connected. Like if you're Hispanic and you come for the first time and they see the chancla, they're like, oh my God, the chancla. They get excited for the chancla because they know. You get PTSD from chanclas,
Yeah, if you grew up in a Hispanic household, you definitely have PTSD from chanclas and belts in general. I used to get whooped up with a belt or a chancleta thrown across the house hitting me. This is always a hard one I ask people, but I ask it because it's hard. Your favorite video game of all time?
That's the easiest.
Oh,
for
look
me.
at that. What is that?
My favorite of all time, it's Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite. And my biggest wish is that game get remade again.
That's the video game side. Do you have like a favorite artist that you like a painter or like a graffiti artist or anyone that you kind of like their work?
My favorite artist so far that I really like follow a lot is Russ. I don't know if you have heard about him. He is really, really famous right now, and he does like videos with his dog, or like his mom would draw like something really simple, and he will draw like in his style. It's really nice to see. I don't know. I love watching his video. I think it's funny, and he's really, really talented. So it's something like new, like
Mhm.
something like you don't see people doing, so that's why it's kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
Like, even though like he always like to draw females, he rarely draw males. You know, sometimes I like to like watch some abs. You know, I'm just kidding. No, but like,
Oh
I
man.
love him. Like, if you guys want to check it out, it's Ross. Is ROSS, and he's amazing. I love it, and I follow all his video, and I always, you know, check his stuff. Really cool.
Who would you say is your if you can watch one streamer, who would you say is your favorite streamer?
That is a hard question.
Oh, that's the hard one.
I do like to like I think I don't have a favorite. I have people that I catch myself watching the most. Most of them are really like people that I really admire, and like, you know, I enjoy their content. I rarely follow big streamers. Like, I do watch, like I do watch some of them, like Lily Pishu. I think she's adorable and I love her content. But I would say I catch myself watching a lot my friend Joanna. I met her through to the stream. She lives in Sweden, but she's Colombian, and she's this super
A Colombian
amazing.
in Sweden?
Yes,
Oh
a
wow.
Colombian in Sweden, and she
Interesting.
is. I love that girl. It's like I feel like our connection was so awesome that I felt she was my missing sister. The sister I always wanted. Like, we are the same. We rage. We like love all the time. Like, I just love her to death. Like, I just love her, and her content is fun. Like, I watch her and I find myself laughing because she is just so funny. I also like watching Mickey Ran. She's amazing. She's from New Jersey. She streams twice a day, and oh my god, that woman is full of love everywhere as well. And it's another person that I would like to meet um in person, because you know, you make friends online, and when you get so along with that person, you just want to meet them and hang out with them all day and play video games, you know.
If someone can come to your stream and take one thing away, right? Like what impression do you want to leave on people when they come to your stream? Is it your raging? Is it the emotes? Is like what is it?
They're raging. Oh my god. Like, that's just a bonus, all right? People just make fun of me because of that. I would say I like when people come to my stream and they laugh and they enjoy it, and they just I see them talking to each other, and you know what it makes me keep going and doing it. It's just the amount of support, no matter what. Like, I've seen people that no matter what I do, no matter what game I play, no matter if I just like sit here talking, they there, no matter what. And I find I find myself reading a lot of messages, DMs, when people come to me. It's like, hey, I just want to let you know that I've been having a rough time, and like feeling sad, but coming to your stream makes me happy and makes me forget about all my problems because you're funny or because you care about people. Like, I can't believe like I cannot be coming here for months, but then if I come again, you still remember me. You still remember my name. You still remember my situation. And I just that just make me happy. Like, I'm like, I can't believe like I can make people happy just because, you know, I'm just playing games, and you know, it's just being me.
Yeah.
And they love watching me like rage or like, you know, doing silly stuff. Like, I have a personality. Like, I dress as my grandma and I act like my grandma, you know. And I just look like a Puerto Rican grandma, and I just play games with that, and people just love it. Like, I just like bringing people smiles and making them feel better, because um I know out there it's not, you know, it's not easy right now, and me seeing people that they find my stream, my community, a place that they can come and forget about all that stuff. It just means so much to me. Like I wish I could keep doing this like for a long time, or for the
Yeah.
rest of my life. It's something simple, but I just it just makes me feel happy, makes me proud of my community, or meeting amazing people. It's
That's
amazing.
awesome.